There's this old adage that the making of a film ends up resembling the film itself. I never really understood that until we made this movie. We broke our backs. I put my entire salary into the movie to get 2 extra shooting days. These guys went through physical transformations that no one should be asked to do. This guy gained 40 pounds. This one had to gain 20 and then lose 20. But the help also came from some pretty unconventional sources. I want to tell you a quick story. It was the middle of the shoot. It was this one particular day. It was the worst day of the whole movie. I wrote the shittiest scene, and the actors were trying to give it to me, but it just didn't work. My parents were there. The one day out of 24 days, they were there. And then at lunch, the producers came to me and they said, "Ben, we're really sorry. You have to give up one of those days." So they told me I had to cut enough scenes so that we could cut a day out of the production. Nobody's fault, weird tax incentives and all this stuff we couldn't, when you're making a movie for this small amount of money, every dollar counts, and it just didn't add up. So I sent my parents home, because I was starting to lose it. And we got through the day. I go home, and I meet my folks in Newport, Rhode Island at a restaurant. And my mother and my stepfather slide a check across the table. My mom is a social worker. My stepdad's a math teacher. This was 401k money. And it was $100,000. They said, "We want you to have that day." So I start crying. Not like cute crying, like homeless person crying. Where like, you don't care if people are watching, you're just going for it because there's no choice. So I'm bawling in this restaurant. And there's a line, you'll hear it toward the end of the movie. Vinny says, "I don't know how not to do this." And I guess that's what I learned, is that I don't know how not to do this. I took 10 years off from making movies. I tried a bunch of things and nothing stuck. The specificity I was talking about, of you guys being here, without you being in this theater, buying tickets, coming to a movie theater to see movies, I don't get to do this. We don't get to do this. And we have to do this. So anyway, I hope you see all of that effort on screen. Thanks.